Okay, so my younger brother, the musician, sent me a video on Facebook this morning, and it was a video of a very world-famous violinist who went undercover into the subways dressed like a homeless man playing violin, and he played a very complicated 45-minute Bach concerto, whatever. They say 1,100 people walked by in the time that he was playing, and he earned $32 from 20 people. And the point of the video was, you know, if you don't pay attention to what's going on around you, you can miss the great wonders. And what I got out of it is, if you don't frame a story properly, you kind of miss the point. So if people knew that this was a famous violinist, they would have thronged the subways. You know, there would have been multitudes of people. So this week's Parsha of Vayakhel Pekudei actually starts many Parshas ago, right after Revelation. The last thing that we had heard after Revelation was that God starts to tell people, hey, tells Moshe, we're going to start talking about this altar that you're going to build. And then he shifts gears completely into Parsha's Truma, and he says, this is what you need to tell the people, that they need to bring me a Truma, and it says in the words, Me'et kol ish asher yidbenu libo, from every person whose heart motivates him, tikhud trumati, take my Truma. Now you flash forward all these Parshas later to Vayakhel, and it's again the same story, but now instead of God telling Moshe, Moshe is telling the people. And this theme of the passion of the heart repeats itself so many times, where he starts at the very beginning. It says, Kol nadiv libo yiviyed trumat Hashem. So everyone whose heart is inspired should bring this truma. Now again, it says many times through the Parsha, it actually has a different term in the 35th parak. It says, Kol ish asher nasa libo, so your heart's inspired, but it also says, V'chol asher nadva rucho, but also your spirit is inspired. So why is there this repeat? And then again, you have maybe four or five more times for different elements of the Mishkan. It again says, your heart should be inspired, your heart should be inspired. So here's a take that I have. There's first of all, the passion obviously is very relevant here. So there's a story I read yesterday by the Khatam Sofer. When he was a young man and he was married, his wife would kind of guard his house and guard his time. So the book that I'm reading is about Shar Yashuv Cohen, and as he was a young man and studying yeshiva, he went with a friend to go visit Khatam Sofer, and the wife wouldn't let them in. So him and his friend went around the back. They saw the Khatam Sofer sitting in the study, and they knocked on the window to get him to open the door, to see if he'd let them in. And he opened the window to climb through the window and come into the house and open the door. And he talked about how they learned with the Khatam Sofer. So I think the idea of the passion is that in Truma and Mishpatim, right after we learned about the altar, we go to Mishpatim and there's all these laws you have to do, you have to do, you have to do. And now you're getting to the point where the Mishkan's coming, and it's in a have-to-do moment. It's a voluntary thing. You want to do it. And they're giving you all these ways to activate the passion in you. If you know how to sew, passion for that. If you know how to work with the iron, with the copper, there's a passion moment there. So I think that we all have to find that window we can open into and make that our entryway into a better life. Thank you very much.